Hi guys, it is, when is it? It's Wednesday the 15th of April. It's VEDA day 14 and it is the warmest day we've had thus far this year. I think it's about 15 degrees centigrade, might be a little higher. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. I'm in the memorial gardens, just enjoying my time out in the sunshine. There's loads of other people here having their lunch and just basically taking advantage of this beautiful weather, because we don't get it as often as we would like in this country. We are very lucky that we are an island, so we're not subjected to things like earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and all that sort of thing. But England in particular is known for its rain. So when spring finally arrives, it's a joy to behold. So I'm going to stay out here a bit longer and enjoy the sunshine, and I'll speak to you guys when I get home. Hi everyone, so it is now evening, and as you can see I have wild hair going on. I washed my hair this morning and I put it up in a sort of braided hairstyle. I did 2 accent braids. You may have noticed in the video I shot this morning I had an accent braid on either side and it went into a braided bun on the back. And now I've taken it down and now I've just got these crazy braid waves going on. I was going to do a Q&A this evening, but I got absolutely no questions from any of you guys to answer, so we'll scrap that idea. If you do have questions for me, do post them and I will, I'll do a Q&A towards the end of the week, I think. So yeah, so we'll leave that for now. Now you may notice I'm wearing this rather snazzy blue headband. I made this, guys, and because I had this peculiar feeling that I might not be getting many questions, I decided to film the process for you and put together a little tutorial on how you can make your own headband on any fabric that you've got lying around. It's easy peasy. It's easier than I thought it was going to be, so I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hiya, so in this little sewing tutorial I'm going to show you how to make an elasticated headband out of a piece of scrap fabric. It's very simple and easy, and I'm going to start by showing you the items that you're going to need. First thing you're going to need is a piece of scrap fabric. I'm using this blue fabric, which is very similar to the material used in the Phantom of the Opera for Christine's Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again dress. You're also going to need some elastic. The colour and width are up to you. I have chosen to use this very wide elastic. You're going to need a tape measure. You're going to need corresponding thread for your sewing machine and a pair of fabric scissors. The first thing you want to do is take your tape measure and measure around your head where a headband would go. Just like that. So on me, it is roughly 19.5 inches. In fact, it's almost exactly 19.5 inches. You will need to cut out your fabric to about that length. We are going to be losing a couple of inches on either end, so it doesn't matter if it's slightly smaller. I should also say that the fabric that you want to be using for this should be a non-stretchy fabric. So jersey fabric is not suitable because it stretches over time and it loses the ability to sort of hold your hair out the way, which is of course the whole point of the hairband. So what I've done is I've cut out this piece of elastic, so it's roughly 19 inches and it is twice as wide as the elastic. Now what we're going to do is fold the fabric right sides in and sew with the machine along this raw edge so that we end up with a tube. Don't sew the ends shut, you want to leave those open. Once you've sewn the piece together using a straight stitch, you just want to turn it so it's right sides out. What you should end up with is a tube that is still open at both ends. What you can now do is give it a quick going over with the iron so that it is flat, and you want to put the seam that you've just sewed down at the centre. Next, check the fit around your head once again to make sure that it's going to be alright. Next, turn in the edges to conceal the raw edge. Just use your iron to press it flat. Hold the headband on your head again and use a tape measure to measure the gap between the two ends. In my case, it's about 3 inches. I've trimmed this piece of elastic to just over 2.5 inches so that when it stretches it will be at 3 inches, and that will make sure that the headband stays on my head. I also trimmed the elastic slightly so it will fit neatly inside the little pocket that we've created. Place the elastic inside the pocket and sew with a zigzag stitch. I ended up connecting it with a not very straight stitch since my machine decided to go mad. Do the same on the other side, making sure that you've got the sides together so that the bit that we sewed is in the middle and will be concealed against your head. And that's it, your headband is done. Now it's just up to you to enjoy wearing it. That's all from me, guys. See you tomorrow.